Now Wentz throwing on second down. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And now running right through it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Wentz to throw on second down. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a play fake. Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Wentz. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Snavelz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down throw for Brissett. And right away he lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
From the gun, here's Brissett. Going up top. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And that one results in 35 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Brissett to throw on first. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Go. What? 90. What? 90. Hut.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Out of the gun, Brissett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Hut.
Brissett now on 2nd down. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Hut.
Now Marshall. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
2nd down, Brissett. That's complete right around the 8. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
On third down, that's Marshall. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
Hey. Let's go. White 90. White 90.
They'll try to run it into Marshall. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
They get it to him running left. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Keith Marshall, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Here we go. Try it 38. Try it 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Let's go. Try it 38. Try it 38.
And here's Marshall. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. What? 90.
This is Marshall. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Come on, let's go. Try it 38. Try it 38.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol.
What? 90.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
They go play action with Brissett. And he's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
They go with a fullback line. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Zach Line, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Boswell for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll run with Marshall. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. The Titans on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. What? 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Titans getting set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
What? 90. What? 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Titans on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. The open man is Shark. It's complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here we go. Brand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A second down throw for Brissett. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Titans on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round.
Now Brissett. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ohio. Ohio. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Ohio. Ohio.
To throw, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. The trot, there he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Brissett finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Brissett on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Ohio! Ohio!
Brissett sets to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
The Titans on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Brissett now. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lefty, lefty.
Back now in Nashville. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
First and 10, Brissett. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
A second down throw for Brissett. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Shorty.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On 1st down, Wentz flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Go. 46 down, man. 5-4.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Come on, let's go! White, 90!
Brissett now on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. but he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Spinning away. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Jones. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. On the give, this is their fullback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game,